Meghan smiled as she looked at her phone. "William blocked our number," Harry had texted. Perfect. The plan had worked. When she first met Harry 2 years ago, she had only seen a prince in love. But now she realized that his bond with William was the biggest obstacle. To gain Harry's complete dependence, she needed to completely separate him from William. And now she had succeeded. Harry was now only hers, not the royal family's, not William's. Perfect, Meghan thought. The brother war has begun. And I won. But this victory wasn't by chance. It was the result of a 2-year masterfully planned manipulation campaign. When she met Harry in 2016, Meghan was very observant. On their first date, she listened to Harry talk about William. "My big brother is everything to me," Harry was saying. "My closest friend. I discuss every decision with him." Meghan realized this would be a problem. Too dependent, she thought. William controls his decisions. This doesn't work for me. On the second date, she asked more detailed questions. "How's your relationship with William?" she asked. "Have you been this close since childhood?" Harry happily told her about Diana's death. "We've been protecting each other since that day," he said. "We only have each other. William would do anything for me." Meghan mentally recorded this information. Here's the weak point, she thought. Diana trauma bond. I need to break this. On the third date, she began developing strategy. "How often do you get approval from William?" she asked. Harry was surprised. "Approval?" he said. "He's my brother. We exchange ideas." Meghan began planting subtle seeds. "But you're a grown man," she said. "You can make your own decisions. You don't need to constantly ask permission." Harry felt uncomfortable. "I'm not asking permission," he said defensively. "I'm just curious about his thoughts." Meghan smiled. "Of course, honey," she said. "You know best." First tactic: questioning William's dependency. A month later, Meghan caught Harry before he went to meet William. "Are you going to William again?" she asked. "How often do you meet?" Harry replied. "About twice a week." Meghan made subtle criticism. "Wow," she said. "Very often. Normal brothers don't meet that much." Harry defended. "We're different from normal," he said. "We have a special situation." Meghan tried to appear innocent. "Of course," she said. "I was just curious. In America, brothers are more independent." This comparison stuck in Harry's mind. When he returned, Meghan asked, "How did it go?" Harry gave a normal answer. "It was good," he said. "We chatted." Meghan made a subtle probe. "What did he say about me?" she asked. Harry hesitated. "Very nice things," he said evasively. Meghan realized William was skeptical. "Exactly what did he say?" she insisted. Harry became uncomfortable. "He just told me to be careful," he said. Normal big brother advice. Meghan's eyes lit up. "Careful?" she said. "About me? What does that mean?" Harry tried to backtrack. "No, in general," he said. "For press attention. He's protecting you." Meghan played the victim card. "But I haven't even met him yet," she said. "How can he make judgments?" "This isn't fair." Harry defended William. "He's just protective," he said, "not malicious." But the seed had been planted. Meghan noted mentally, "William sees me as a threat." Second tactic: making William the antagonist. A week later, Meghan put her plan into action. "I want to meet William," she said. "Let's do a formal introduction." Harry was excited. "Great idea," he said. "I really want you two to meet." Dinner was organized at Nottingham Cottage. Meghan prepared strategically. She deliberately dressed casually. to make William feel uncomfortable. She ignored royal protocol. At dinner, she asked William direct questions. "What do you think about Harry's dating history?" she asked. William was surprised. "Private matter," he said. "Harry makes his own choices." Meghan pushed. "But you give advice, don't you?" she said. "Harry told me." "You have concerns about me." William became defensive. "Not concerns," he said. "Just protective. I want Harry's happiness." Meghan took an aggressive approach. "So how are you making judgments without knowing me?" she asked. "Isn't this prejudice?" The atmosphere became tense. Harry tried to intervene. "Meghan, William has good intentions," he said. Meghan turned to Harry. "Aren't you defending me?" she asked. "William is judging me." "And you're taking his side?" Harry was confused. "I'm not taking sides," he said. "There's just a misunderstanding." After dinner, Meghan complained to Harry. "William clearly doesn't like me," she said. "He was hostile. He didn't make me feel welcome." Harry was apologetic. "He just takes time to adjust," he said. "It's not personal." Meghan cried. "How can it not be personal?" she said. "I'm your girlfriend." "He doesn't accept me." "That means he doesn't accept you." This logical manipulation confused Harry. "That's not true," he said. "William loves me." Meghan continued. "But if he doesn't love me," she said, "he doesn't care about your happiness." "I make you happy." "He doesn't want that." This subtle manipulation planted doubt seeds in Harry's mind. But what was truly shocking was Meghan's next move. Framing William's concerns as racism and putting Harry in complete defense mode. A month later, Meghan moved to the next level of manipulation. Harry received another warning from William. "Just take things slow," William had said. "Press attention will be intense." Harry normally conveyed this to Meghan. William said caution again, he said. "Press concern." Meghan strategically got upset. "Always the same excuse," she said. "Press attention." "The real reason is different." Harry was confused. "What do you mean?" Meghan carefully introduced the racism card. "Harry, I'm a mixed-race woman," she said. "Unusual in British aristocracy. William might be uncomfortable, not consciously, but unconscious bias exists." Harry was shocked. "Meghan, no," he said. "William isn't racist. You don't know him." Meghan was subtle. "I'm not saying direct racism," she said, "but subconscious discomfort. I'm from a different background. This challenges royal norms." Harry denied, but the seed was planted. "Impossible," he said. "William is an accepting person." Meghan continued poisoning. "Look at his reaction to my career," she said. "Hollywood actress. Not appropriate for royal family. Not British. Not divorced. This combination is uncomfortable." Harry tried to defend. "He needs time," he said. "Adjustment period is normal." Meghan pressed her advantage. "Harry, be honest," she said. "Has William ever questioned your choices before?" Harry thought. "No," he said. "Not really." "Meghan, exactly. I'm different. And he sees difference as a threat." This manipulation slowly shifted Harry's perspective. At the next week's meeting with William, Harry became more defensive. "Why exactly do you have concerns?" he asked. William was surprised by the aggressive tone. "No specific concerns," he said. "General cautiousness." "Marriage is a big decision," Harry pressed. "But you didn't question my previous relationships," he said. "Is Meghan different?" William tried to be honest. "She is different," he said. "Different background. Different world. Royal life is challenging." Harry interpreted this as confirmation. Different how? He demanded. Explain exactly. William struggled. Hollywood versus royal protocol, he said. Media attention is different. Adjustment will be difficult. Harry heard this as confirmation of racism. So because she's an American actress, he said, and mixed race, she's not suitable? William was shocked. Race has nothing to do with anything, he said. This is ridiculous, Harry. Harry, is it? Be honest, William. Would you have the same concerns for a white British aristocrat? William was frustrated. This isn't about race, he said. This is about compatibility. Royal life versus Hollywood life. Harry decided. William was prejudiced. Meghan had perfectly manipulated the interpretation. At home, Harry told Meghan about the conversation. You were right, he said. William is uncomfortable with your difference. There's subtle prejudice. Meghan pretended to be surprised. I hoped I was wrong, she said. But unfortunately, some people can't see past background. Even family. Harry was now in full defensive mode. I won't let anyone disrespect you, he said. Family or not. Meghan achieved her objective. Harry was now against William instead of with William. Isolation had begun. This was exactly when everything changed, because Meghan's next move would put Harry in complete anti-family mode and sever the last bonds with William. After the engagement announcement, Meghan moved to the final phase. Royal training must begin, the palace said. Meghan was deliberately resistant. Why do I need training? She asked. I'm a successful woman. I know how to behave. Harry supported her. Meghan is already accomplished, he told William. Extensive training is unnecessary. William tried explaining. Protocol is important, he said. There are public expectations. Training helps everyone. Meghan interpreted this as an attack. They think I'm incompetent, she told Harry. Need to be taught basic manners. Insulting. Harry became angry. Family is showing disrespect, he said, treating you like an amateur. This is wrong. Staff training sessions started. Meghan was deliberately difficult. She challenged questions, ignored suggestions. This is how we always do things. Attitude was rejected. There are more efficient methods in America, she said. Staff complained privately. Very demanding. Doesn't listen. Wants everything changed. William heard the complaints. He mentioned it to Harry. Training staff have concerns, he said. Maybe an adaptation period is needed. Harry interpreted this as an attack. Now they're complaining about Meghan, he said, before even giving her a chance? This is targeted harassment. William tried a rational approach. Not harassment, he said. Just adjustment issues. Normal process. Harry, normal for whom? White British women? Problems because Meghan is different? William was frustrated. Stop making this about race, he said. This is about learning royal procedures. Harry, everything I mention race. Maybe because race is the actual issue. You just can't admit it. William realized he had completely lost Harry. Meghan's poisoning had been successful. The wedding day approached. Meghan made strategic decisions. American preacher was invited. Gospel choir was included. Traditional protocol was deliberately altered. My heritage will be reflected, she said. The royal family tried to accommodate, but William was uncomfortable with the changes. Harry noticed William's discomfort. Even on wedding day, he's not supportive, he told Meghan. He's showing disapproval. Meghan. Of course. Our happiness threatens him. It threatens his control. Brother dominance is ending. Harry, you're right. He can't handle my independent choices. He always wants control. William's wedding speech was cold. The usual brother warmth was missing. Harry noticed immediately. Did you hear his speech? He told Meghan. He barely mentioned our relationship. Obligatory duty speech. Meghan. Obviously, he doesn't approve. But we don't need his approval. We have each other. Harry agreed. You're right. His opinion doesn't matter. Meghan achieved a critical milestone. Harry now prioritized her over William. Isolation was successful. Next phase, complete separation. After the honeymoon, Meghan implemented the final strategy. Royal duties are too restrictive, she said. Can't express authentic self. System is stifling, Harry agreed. You're right, he said. Too many rules. Not enough freedom. Meghan, maybe we need space. From family pressure. From William's constant judgment. Harry, what kind of space? Meghan, independent path. Away from court drama. Focus on our own mission. Harry was interested. How? Meghan, step back from official duties. Create our own platform. Modern approach. Away from traditional constraints. Harry was excited by this idea. Fresh start, he said. No more family politics. No more William control. Meghan, exactly. Your choice, not theirs. Your life, your rules. Final manipulation completed. Harry now wanted complete break. Not because of his choice, because of Meghan's careful conditioning. You haven't seen the biggest surprise yet. Because Meghan's final masterstroke wasn't just cutting family ties, but also making Harry completely dependent on her, ensuring permanent control. The 2019 Megxit announcement was Meghan's masterpiece. We're stepping back, they announced. But Harry didn't realize who planned this. Meghan had been developing strategy for months beforehand. Legal teams were consulted privately. Financial independence research was done. Media strategy was planned. Harry thought it was a mutual decision. Actually, he had been completely manipulated. Meghan had convinced Harry that family never accepted you. William always controlled you. Time for independence. Time for fresh start. Harry believed this narrative. You're absolutely right, he had said. I need my own path. Away from family drama. William saw his devastated reaction. Harry, what are you doing? He asked. This is family abandonment. Harry became defensive. This is freedom, he said, from your control, from constant criticism. William, I never controlled you. I tried to protect you. Harry, protect from what? From happiness? From love? From Meghan? William realized, completely brainwashed. Meghan had successfully turned Harry against family. Now came the final control phase. After moving to America, Meghan completed the isolation. British media is horrible, she said. Royal family is unsupportive. We're better off here. Just us against the world. Harry agreed. You saved me, he said, from toxic environment, from family dysfunction. Meghan, we only need each other. Everyone else is jealous, or controlling, or prejudiced. Harry became completely dependent. No family contact, no British friends, only Meghan's circle, only Meghan's perspective, only Meghan's narrative. Perfect isolation achieved. The Oprah interview was the final destroy mission. Let's tell our truth, Meghan said. Expose family racism. Expose institutional problems. Harry hesitated. Maybe too far, he said. Family is still family. Meghan did emotional manipulation. They never defended me, she said. against racist media, against family whispers, against institutional prejudice. They protected themselves, not us, not our baby. Harry was convinced. You're right, he said. They failed us. Time for truth. In the interview, Meghan masterfully controlled the narrative. Harry was used as a confirmation witness. Harry, tell them about the conversations, she said. Harry obediently confirmed her stories. Without realizing the manipulation, William was destroyed publicly. Family reputation was damaged, mission accomplished. Now you've seen nothing, because Meghan's real success wasn't just destroying the royal family, but making Harry completely dependent on her and keeping him under control forever. The Netflix documentary was the final victory lap. Let's continue our story, Meghan said. Show our journey. Our struggle against the system. Harry was completely compliant. Whatever you think is best, he said. I trust your judgment. Meghan smiled internally. Perfect dependency achieved. Harry now asked her permission for everything. No independent thoughts, no family contact, no outside perspectives. Complete control. In the documentary, Meghan used Harry like a puppet. Tell them about your family, she said. Tell them about William. Tell them about childhood trauma. Harry performed perfectly. Everything Meghan wanted said. Nothing she didn't approve. William watched in horror. That's not my brother, he told Kate. That's Meghan's creation. Harry has disappeared. Only Meghan's voice using Harry's mouth. Kate agreed. Complete manipulation, she said. Textbook isolation. He can't see it. Too far gone. As Meghan looked around their California home, she mentally reviewed her accomplishments. The William-Harry Brotherhood that had seemed unbreakable was now permanently destroyed. The phone calls had stopped. The family visits were history. And the two brothers who once protected each other were now bitter enemies. The royal family relationship had been completely severed. Harry no longer called Charles, ignored Elizabeth's messages, and spoke of his family only with resentment. The bonds that had taken decades to build had been systematically dismantled in just a few years. Most importantly, Harry was now totally dependent on her. He asked for her opinion on everything, from what to wear to what to think. She had become his sole advisor, his only confidant, his entire world. The independent prince who had once served in Afghanistan now couldn't make a cup of tea without checking if she approved. The public narrative remained under her control. Every interview, every documentary, every public statement reinforced her version of events. She was the victim. They were the oppressors. She was the progressive force. They were the backward institution. She was the loving wife. They were the hostile family. Financial independence had been secured through their media deals and public appearances. She no longer needed royal money or royal protection. They were financially free. But more importantly, Harry was emotionally enslaved. The American platform was firmly established. Hollywood friends, California lifestyle, progressive politics. Everything Harry had once been unfamiliar with was now his entire reality. The British connections were not just severed, they were actively despised. Most satisfying of all, the British ties had been completely eliminated. Harry now spoke with an American accent, embraced American values, and saw Britain as the country that had oppressed them. The transformation was complete. Harry looked at his phone. William blocked our number, he said. Meghan smiled. Good, she said. We don't need them. We have each other. That's enough, Harry agreed. You're all I need, he said. Best decision ever leaving family. You saved my life." Meghan had an internal victory dance. "Yes, I did," she thought. "And now you're completely mine. No escape. No family. No independence?" "Perfect," Harry asked. "What should we do next?" Meghan smiled. "Whatever I decide," she said, "we decide together. As we always do." Harry nodded. "Always together," he said. "Forever." Meghan achieved the ultimate prize. Not just a prince, not just fame, not just money, but complete control over another human being. Harry no longer existed as an individual, only as Meghan's extension. Mission accomplished. Victory complete. Game over. William lost his brother forever. Royal family lost a son. Diana lost her legacy through one son. But Meghan won everything. Perfect manipulation, perfect isolation, perfect control. The ultimate victory. Years later, experts analyzing the situation would recognize what had happened as a textbook psychological manipulation campaign. Every step had been calculated, every move strategic. The pattern was clear when viewed in retrospect. First, Meghan had identified Harry's vulnerability, his dependency on William since childhood. She had planted subtle doubts about this relationship, questioning why a grown man needed his brother's approval for everything. Then came the narrative building. She positioned herself as the victim of royal prejudice while simultaneously painting William as the controlling antagonist. The racism accusations weren't accidental. They were strategic weapons designed to put Harry in permanent defensive mode. The alliance breaking followed naturally. Once Harry believed William was prejudiced against Meghan, he had to choose sides. Meghan made sure the choice seemed obvious: love and acceptance versus family prejudice and control. Reality distortion came next. Meghan gradually rewrote Harry's understanding of his relationship with William. What had been protective love became controlling manipulation. What had been brotherly concern became family rejection. Support elimination was systematic. One by one, Meghan severed Harry's connections to everyone who might question her narrative. First William, then the wider royal family, then British friends and colleagues. Dependency creation was the final phase. Once Harry was isolated from all other support systems, Meghan became his sole source of truth, comfort, and guidance. He couldn't make decisions without her approval because she had systematically destroyed his confidence in his own judgment. The control maintenance continued indefinitely. Every interview, every public appearance, every statement went through Meghan's filter. Harry had become an extension of her will, no longer an independent person. It was, many would later say, a masterpiece of psychological manipulation. Subtle, systematic, and completely effective. Looking back, it was clear what Meghan had accomplished. She hadn't just won a prince, she had executed a complete transformation of another human being. Harry had lost everything that once defined him. His family connections were severed, not through his choice, but through carefully crafted manipulation. His identity as a British prince had been replaced with that of a California activist. His independence had been traded for complete dependency on her guidance. Most tragically, his perception of reality had been completely altered. He genuinely believed that his family had rejected him, that his brother had never loved him, that his country had oppressed him. The truth had been so systematically distorted that he could no longer recognize it. Meghan, meanwhile, had gained everything she could have dreamed of. She controlled not just Harry's actions, but his thoughts, his emotions, his very sense of self. She had achieved something more powerful than fame or money. She had achieved complete dominance over another person's soul. The operation had been so subtle that even the victim didn't recognize it. Harry thought he had made independent choices, found true love, gained freedom. In reality, he had simply exchanged one form of obligation for a far more restrictive prison. It was, perhaps, the most sophisticated psychological manipulation ever executed in public view. No violence, no obvious abuse, just systematic erosion of a person's ability to think independently. And it had been accomplished so skillfully that the victim thanked his captor for his liberation. The perfect crime, with no evidence and no witnesses, only results that spoke for themselves. Meghan's ultimate victory, Harry's total defeat, William's permanent loss, royal family's destruction, Diana's nightmare realized, through one woman's strategic brilliance and one man's complete vulnerability, the end of brotherhood, the birth of control, forever. And so Meghan's victory story comes to an end, a journey from manipulation to control, an evolution from strategy to victory, a transformation from independence to dependency, the perfect example of modern psychological warfare. Meghan's strategic genius, Harry's tragic loss, William's eternal pain, the royal family's destruction.